Yeah, what's the deal, man? It's your boy Jaiswan. I'm fucking with LCHUNCHOTV, man, the heart.
All right, what's the deal, Jaiswan? We here right now with this interview. How you been holding up through the pandemic, bro?
You know, man, niggas been same shit, doing music, recording music, you know, shit, man, staying out the way for real, you know.
Okay, so man, how do you feel about the whole COVID-19?
I mean, I feel like it's fucked up, you know, everything behind it, but, you know, it's good for a lot of people and it's bad for a lot of people, you know. A lot of motherfuckers made a lot of money through that shit, so, you know, you gotta look at it like that. Am I looking in the camera or I'm looking at you?
Shit, you good. It don't matter.
Right. Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people, like, you know, made a lot of money through this shit. So a lot of people look at it good and a lot of people look at it bad because they, you know, they lost people to it or whatever. So, you know, it was mostly, I don't know, man, it's in the middle with me for real. So that's how that shit is.
All right, so some states right now, they mandating the vaccine shot. Like, it's places where you gotta get the shot, like have proof of the vaccination before you could go into clubs and bars and food spots. Do you see yourself getting a vaccination?
Nah, I'm straight, bro. I don't think I want them to fuck with me for real. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like shit. I think it's something with all this shit for real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want nobody putting shit in my body. I'm straight. I ain't fucking with it. Don't get it, so I'll play.
All right, so let's get into the childhood. Growing up, how was your upbringing like?
Like as far as like where I grew up and how was it?
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, I would over. I'm about to fuck you up. Hold on. I would you know, I would overdo it like everybody else and shit, man. But shit, we in Detroit, you know, it's fucked up here. Niggas get killed, shootouts, fights, you know, the regular shit, nothing nothing that's not there, you feel me?
Yeah.
Nothing that's not regular, you feel me? It's just a regular shit, you feel me? Niggas struggling, you feel me? I mean, niggas grew up in shelters, homeless, all types of shit, you know how that shit is. But shit, niggas got through that shit for real, so, you know, shit smooth for real. So it was all right.
So for people that never came to Detroit that's watching this interview, what's some tips that you could give them to how to move in the city?
I feel like shit, that shit for anywhere, bro. Like here, Chicago, anywhere. For real, like I think if you ain't got no problems for real, like personally with nobody, I don't think it'll be a problem. But you know, if a nigga try to stick you, they gonna stick you. Yeah. So I can't really tell a nigga where not to go or none of that shit like that, cause that shit happen everywhere. But I feel like everybody over-exaggerated, like, on what happened to motherfuckers and shit like that, because it don't ever be like that for real. So, I just say, man, shit, just stay with your peoples, but don't be hanging around weird motherfuckers. You get caught in the middle of some shit and you don't know what the fuck going on. So, that's the only thing I say. I'm not gonna, you know, lie, but oh shit, don't go here, bro. They kill niggas. Like, ain't no nigga about to just walk up and just, you feel me? Like, you gotta be, it's all about who you hang around for real. So, if you don't know that nigga, don't be around him, because he might be in some shit, you feel me? So, that's one thing I could say for real.
All right, growing up, moving from school to school, was that shit turned to you or you really didn't care?
I ain't care for real. I used to like being a new nigga in school for real. Like nigga, the new nigga, all the hoes, you feel me? I went to a lot of schools for real, so I don't think it ain't never fuck with me for real. High school ain't never fuck with me. I went to a lot of schools for real, so it ain't changed shit for real. I mean, feel me? Nigga really came from nothing. You feel me? Moving. Niggas used to moving. Like I said, I was homeless. I lived in shelter after shelter after shelter. So I don't give a fuck about no school. So that shit was okay, for real.
All right. So like you said in your music, even in interviews, you speak about being homeless. When did you become homeless? And was it before having the jobs or was it after?
I was homeless since I was like, man, I was damn near since I remember life. Yeah. For real. So I was like damn near born in this world like that. Yeah. 4 or 5 years old, homeless. You feel me? So it's like shit. You know, that was really the normal to me when I was little, with shelters and living with people. That was normal to me. Mm-hmm. So when I finally got a taste of like my mama having her own house and shit like that shit was over. I thought I was doing something. I don't give a fuck if the house wasn't shit. Like I came for nothing for real. Yeah. So I feel like it bettered me. I feel like it humbled me for real, bro, because I appreciate a lot of shit, and I'm so humble. I appreciate a lot of shit. Like, you feel me? Like, niggas sit here and get $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a show, like, for some shit that I was doing free once upon a time. So you gotta think about that, bro. Like, shit, niggas ain't never had nothing for real. So I'm happy I was homeless, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm happy I was homeless. Like, when I go to Cali, you know, I link up with I talk to a lot of homeless people and just see what they mind and see how they got homeless. You know, a lot of motherfuckers, shit, went to jail for 17, 18 years, 30 years, got out, everybody they knew was dead, and they don't got nowhere to go, you feel me? So I don't look down on the homeless people, bro. It's like a lot of them don't got no choice, you know, with that shit. So, like, that's how I feel about this shit for real.
How you feel about, like, the people that had it all and they decided to become homeless?
Man, shit happened, man. Like, motherfuckers got addictions, bro. Drug addictions, man. The addiction that'll make you broke quicker is gambling. A lot of motherfuckers got gambling addictions, bro. I feel like if that was their first time being fucked up, like, cause that shit teach you lessons when you go broke, bro. Feel me? You go broke one time and then you be like, all right, I ain't gonna do it again. You get back up and then you go broke less. Like, and probably you will keep it a little longer. You know what I mean? But like the third time you finally get some money, you gonna know how to move for real. But for a motherfucker that never took an L before, they don't know how it is to take an L. They don't even gonna know how to process that shit. You feel me? I know how it is to be in the house looking under the couch for change and shit like that. So I feel like the motherfuckers that went broke, I feel like they thinking to themselves like, wait till I come back up. Now I ain't gonna, you feel me? I'm gonna do this shit right this time, you feel me? And they might not. But I don't think that they gonna make the same mistake that they did that time because I did it before. So that's what I could say about that, for real.
All right, so going to school out here, what kind of kid were you going to school?
Like, exactly like what? What you mean?
Like, were you like a class clown?
I was a fucking class clown, bro. I used to cook niggas. I used to do all type. I was bad as hell in school, but I was smart though. Yeah. Feel me? I wasn't the smartest, but I was smart. I was the regular, the 2.7, 2.5 ass kid, but I was a fucking class clown. Like, I always loved attention. That's why I love music. I love being I love being like, you come to a concert and it's a bunch of motherfuckers here for you and knowing you the main person that they coming to see. I love that type of attention, but in the class, I love being like this the funny nigga, you feel me? So I was a class clown like a motherfucker though, man.
So you play sports too?
I used to play football a long time ago, but then I found out like I was fucked up, like I had holes in my heart. Niggas used to pass out, all types of shit. So that's when I really started doing rapping more, for real. But I always rapped though, my whole life. Rap was my first sport.
So you spoke about finding out that you had something like wrong with you. What age was that?
I was like 8 when I found that shit out. I used to play football, so it ain't really fuck with me for real, but it's like I just couldn't keep up with everybody else for real. And then I went to the doctor today. Oh, he got holes in his heart. He got this, he got that. So I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I wasn't tripping on it for real.
Okay. So did you graduate high school?
Nah, man. My son was born. I was like, fuck this shit, bro. I'm going. I need some money for real, bro. This is my first son on the way. You feel me? Shit, he motherfucking 9 years old now. So you got to think about that. So I'm like, shit. I worked at Nestle Toll House. That was my first job in the mall at Nestle Toll House. I was in that bitch. I got fired the first week though. Then I went to McDonald's. I got fired that bitch first week. Then Subway, I got fired first week there too. Then I worked at Rainbow. That's where all the hoes was at. Then I worked at Art Van. And I got fired out that bitch. So, no, I quit Art Van actually.
So working was never for you. Like, you just knew, like, you can't just be in there putting your time and your hours into somebody else's dream.
Man, dog, I used to come up with so much music at work though, bro. Like, nigga, that shit made me hungry for real. Like I'm like, I get that shit from my mama. My mama a real hustler, so I really be on that for real. Like, I go to work, you feel me? I catch the bus in the snow 3 hours. I do that. I came from nothing, bro. You gotta think about that. Like, shit, niggas either this or on somebody's flow. So that's what you gotta think about.
All right. So, what's your relationship with your mom?
Like, my mama is like, I'm close with my mama.
Like,
What's up, boy?
it's like y'all can talk about anything.
Yeah, my mama is like my biggest supporter, period. You feel me? Like my mama is my biggest supporter. 100%, bro. So I talk to my mama. I try to talk to her every day. I don't be talking to her every day though, cause she be tripping on me and shit. But niggas be doing shit, you know what I mean? But I'm her only son, so you know how that shit is. You feel me? I got all sisters. So I really got my mama back for real. She know that shit.
All right, so man, we gonna talk about the jugs. We not gonna get into it too much, but when did you start and how did you learn? Did somebody teach you or did you just learn on your own?
No, okay, so I was working at Art Van and shit, so I'm in that bitch. All right, boop. So I had met my nigga, I met Stack Boy Ty, Stack Boy Tank, you know, they used to put me hip to little shit here and there, you know, this and that. And I was on their ass every day, like, damn, what y'all doing? I ain't know shit about credit cards, nothing. I was just learning a little shit, feel me? So when I finally got hip to something, I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I quit my job. I got to buying a bunch of, you know, equipment and shit like that. I quit my job, quit Art Van, fuck this shit, feel me? I took a lot of L's, you know, when I quit, I took a lot of L's, you feel me? It took me a minute to catch on to it. I was like 23 years old, feel me? So I really got put on by them niggas, but my nigga Tank used to help me a lot. Tank used to answer the phone, man. I could tell he tired, like, man, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You know, me and Kid used to be on that shit, man, heavy. Kid was a discreet scammer, though. Like, you wouldn't even know he was scamming, because Kid is the type of nigga, he come beat her in shorts, in basketball shorts every day. Like, you wouldn't know if you got money or not. See, me, when I started getting money, you knew, like, oh, yeah, this nigga do it, so, you feel me? So, that's how I got into that shit, man.
Okay, so, like, what was your first jug? 'Cause you know, some people, they do the phones, you know, some people spoof. So, like, what was the first thing that you...
My first jug, I never get. The first thing I swiped was me and Cash Kid, was a PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
I swiped 2 PlayStation 3s. I kind of played my nigga too, man. I thought about it. Me and him went half on Bitcoin. He got his cards, I got my cards. My shit hit, his didn't, and I ain't even split the money with him. I'm thinking about it, that's really small ass shit. For real. He like, damn, you feel me? But he ain't say nothing, but I think about it to this day, like, man, that's some hoe ass shit. But that was my first thing, man. GameStop, bro. Fuck that bitch up. I was getting PS3s, man. No cap.
All right, so if you could give advice to somebody about the game, what would it be?
I feel like the main thing that I can give as far as when it comes to scamming, if you're on that type of time, I say this is a one-man game. You don't need no group. You don't need no group of people to get no money with this shit. This ain't the drug game, you feel me? You can really do all this shit by yourself for real. And it's like, the second thing I could say is, the shit you see on movies and shit like that, like when you see niggas doing the little extra shit, the wigs and all that shit, that's really high as land. Yeah. Like you might look at it like, man, this nigga crazy. He put on a suit and a wig. Yeah, okay, that's the nigga that's not gonna go to jail. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? That type of shit. So, you feel me? I was the type of nigga is, if I'm swiping over here, I'm parking all the way over here. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I walk with some shit, you feel me, before I park in this parking lot and they get my license plate. You feel me? I was that type of nigga. I was the type of nigga that'll put a suit on and put a wig on, mustache and shit like that. It get that serious. See, people watch movies and they think like, this shit a joke. Man, you got that shit out that one movie, but it's really like that. You gotta think about it. I know killers that kill niggas with wigs on. You feel me? And you might look at him like he crazy, but he ain't never been to jail.
Yeah, nigga smart as hell.
That's being smart. But niggas around you looking at you like you stupid. So that's how the scam game is. You can work by yourself. You don't need no team. And like I said, be as clean as possible. If it's some easy money and you can make it easily, ain't shit. Feel me? If it's too easy but it's hot, just pass up on it, bro. Something else gonna come. Pass up on it, bro. That's how I am. I'm good, bro. So that's what I have to say about that for real.
All right. So in interviews, you said that your baby mama been around since day one. And you still with her. Yeah. I want to ask you, did females treat you different growing up compared to the Swan that they know now?
Yeah, I mean, bitches always call me cute and all that other shit, but, you know, when it's music shit it hit different, you feel me? Yeah. But, you know, like my baby mama, like, nigga, that's like my best friend for real, so it's like, shit, ain't nothing gonna really change that for real, because I remember me and her running for the bus together, like, trying to catch that bitch. Hey, on there with my son and shit like that. So yeah, a lot of bitches treating me different and shit like that, but it's always gonna be the same with me and her for real. I mean, we always, sometimes we together, then we not, then we together, we not, but to the world, they like, yeah, that's his girl, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, yep, that's how I'm gonna say, for real.
2 months later, I'm in LA with my ceiling gone. I'm like, where the fuck my ceiling go? Where the fuck my ceiling go?
Too much paper, she on my tip like a finger roll. Hey.